I flip the pages of my life, every line that I write as I make history. You could see me, you could see me, you could see me, yeah. Cause my life is an open book, oh. My life is an open book, oh. My life is an open book as I make history. You could see me, yeah.
Thank you so much for staying with us. If you are now joining us, you are tuned into Open Book, and we are inside the Centerfold with the beautiful Samantha McClatchy Samantha Johnson. She's a newlywed, so I'm just hopping on the Johnson. Congrats on your marriage. How is that going? You're newlywed.
It's going great.
Great? Okay, cooking and thing for the husband. You better cooking. You know they say the way time and heart is through his belly.
Really?
Sam, what is a normal day like in the life of Sam?
A normal day in the life of Sam is wake up at 8. No, not to wake up at 8. Wake up at 6, get ready for work, reach for 8, do classifieds, add, after church, music, sleep.
Oh, that's a beautiful life. I love that life.
Thank you. I love it too.
Sam, music ministry. I've been to a cruise recently, and as a particular DJ says, you done the place. Everybody, people who were at the bottom deck came running up to the top where the performances were, and people were blessed. How long have you been in music ministry?
Well, I've been in music ministry at the age of 19, mainly because I got injured. I used to be an athlete where I represented Trinidad and Tobago at Character Games in Bermuda, and I got injured in my shin, so I stopped track and field entirely.
Wow.
And I devoted a year where I sought God, and that is when He filled me with His Holy Spirit, and He began to endow words in my heart, and that's when I began to write, and that's how I launched out.
Oh, much more pause. So, you say at that point, was that the trigger? The injury, the thought of not being able to do what you love, track and field, was that the turning point in terms of when you decided that you really needed to seek God?
I will say that, because track and field was my passion, it was my life, it was what I knew. And when I got injured, that is what caused me to seek after God. That's what pushed me.
So, were you involved in music, probably as a sideline or a hobby? Because I'm trying to sum it up. You, in seeking God, is when you decided that you're going to get into music ministry, right? So, how much involved in music were you before that?
I was not involved in music ministry when I was small. I will go outside and I will sing to the top of my voice.
So you knew you had that talent?
I don't know if it was talent or if it was craziness, but I would go and I would just sing. But in terms of the music and being a singer, I had no desire for that. I didn't even know I would have ended up in ministry, singing songs on the radio, being on television. I didn't know anything about that.
When did you realize that you needed to devote your life to God?
Well, I didn't realize that I needed. Really and truly, situations does bring you to God. God does allow certain things to happen in your life where you have to humble yourself and return to Him. So it was in that process when I felt like I had nothing, that is when I had to turn to God.
I heard somewhere that your family was into Rastafarianism. Can you share that with us?
Well, my father is a Trinidadian. He met my mother, who was in the 12 tribe religion. After he passed away, she got married to one of the leaders in the 12 tribe in Tobago. And that is where we used to go to meetings on a Saturday, and that is where I was indoctrinated with the 12 tribe belief in terms of Selassie being the emperor, being our king, being our deliverer, and everything like that. So I grew up under that doctrine, and that is where I learned reggae music. Yes, I met some of famous singers in Trinidad, Marlon, Asher, what's the guy name?
Sasha.
Yes, also my sister Kalonji and different people.
So you were That's what you knew. So that's what you liked. That's what you grew to like.
Yes, yes.
Okay, but I noticed that you really, really minister through gospel reggae, and I love Samantha as a gospel reggae music minister. When did you realize that that was your strength based on your experience?
Yes, based on situations that will happen in my life in terms of relationships with people, friends who will disappoint you, people, even Christians who will disappoint you at church, I would always find strength when I sit and words begin to flow out of my mouth. And it will always be a reggae style. Right? So I will always find strength in these words that come out of my mouth that end up to be reggae songs.
So yeah, you have this song playing on W107 now. Freedom is hardcore soca, you know.
Yes.
Where did the inspiration come from for you to do soca?
I started university in Trinidad doing a degree in psychology, and it was the hardest point in my life, leaving home, not knowing anyone, not meeting any new friends, because it was a different culture. I was very scared living down here.
I think she was afraid of us.
I was very afraid living down here, and I was in my own corner. And when I went back to Tobago, I had like a minor nervous breakdown. So one day I was sitting in my gallery, and I just started to hear drums coming. I don't know where it was coming from. I heard drums just beating. And with that drums, I started to hear a voice saying, I can feel the freedom coming to me right now. Can you feel the freedom coming to you right now? And I ran inside and I was like, Uncle, I get a song. I get a song. And he was like, well, begin to write. We're going to record that. I went and recorded, but nothing came out of it. Because God wasn't ready for me to release that song.
To minister, because that is what it is, I mean, speaking from what I saw on the boat, that is a real freedom. You can see people genuinely enjoying the freedom that they felt at that point, But Sam, you're newlywed. So we have a game and tradition on Open Book, especially when in the Centerfold. So what we are going to do, well, what we did was ask your husband some questions. So we want to see just how well do you know your husband.
That's a problem.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, fast. You have 5 seconds to answer. What's his favorite food?
That would be lasagna.
Ding, 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 ding. Favorite color?
Blue.
Where did you all meet?
We met at a concert in Tunapuna.
And what was he wearing?
He was wearing a pink stripe.
Pa. You're on point, girl. His favorite instrument?
Fitters.
The person he admires most?
In what?
In general?
His father.
All the shouldn't get none wrong so far, eh? Shoe size?
10.
You asked me.
Well,
you asked me, you telling me.
9 and then it got to 10.
Oh, it grew. Okay, so you told me you cook for him. What is one dish you must never cook, or one thing you must never cook for him?
I don't know.
You don't know? You better know it because the day you cook it. All right, and if you were to have a second honeymoon, where would it be?
Bermuda.
Bermuda?
Yes.
Wrong. Tell you?
Where it would be for me or for him?
Well, that's a good comeback. That is, so you would like to go to Bermuda?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson, she would like to go to Bermuda on her second honeymoon. So your idea of St. Martin would have to wait on the 3rd, okay? The renewal of vows or something. Thank you so much, Sam, for taking the time to be with us. You're beautiful. Continue cooking. Remember not to cook broccoli or eggplant, okay?
Oh, yes.
How dare you not like broccoli or eggplant?
But this well good.
If it is good, guys, stay with us. Open Book will be right back.